The game that happens to be the last game at Old Trafford this season for the club of Man United, and the second last for this season because it's match day 37, is happening today or tonight at the Old Trafford Stadium. And Man United is hosting Newcastle, and it's really gonna be a well heated up affair down at Old Trafford. Welcome to this channel. Smash the like button, comment and share. If you're watching us for the very first time, endeavor to subscribe to this channel so as not to miss out on stories that we do upload in here on a daily. Rock and David is my name, and hope you guys are really having fun wherever you are. Continue to subscribe to this channel so as not to miss out on stories that we do upload in here on a daily, and we are just excited obviously coming through and really have a say about this beautiful game of football. You can as well go into the comment section and really tell us everything that you think about the game of Man United. Even we are having the live chat, and you can obviously come in through and go into the live chat and really do your voting on who do you think is going to come up and obviously be the winner into this game of football. Is a game going to end in a draw, or there is a team that's going to be winning? Go into the comment section or the live chat and really vote. I'm having Deyiz Yona. Thank you for watching through. You're saying, Mr. Rokani, good evening. Thanks for everything about Man United. Thank you for obviously watching in through, and we are really excited to obviously be having you onto here. The Muslims, Barakallahu fikum. To the Christians, we cover you all in the precious blood of Jesus Christ, and here we come to obviously bring you the starting 11 that Erik ten Hag is gonna hit obviously choose to take on the side of Newcastle. Now, Onana, Amrabat, Bruno Fernandes, Amadi Diallo, Garnacho, Casemiro, Dalot, Aaron Wan-Bissaka, Evans, Kobe Mainoo, Scott McTominay. That is the starting 11 for the side of Manchester United. The substitutes: Bendeir, Kambwala, Lisandro Martinez makes it on the bench, having gone hit to miss at the game of Arsenal. He returns onto the bench. Then Koela, Eriksson, Anthony, Fosun, Rashford is also on the bench, and Rasmus Højlund also gets onto the bench. And the reason as why they've gone ahead to start him off the bench, we've been told that they're trying to manage the minutes of Rasmus Højlund. It looks like the manager is looking so much for the game of Man City, and he wants Rasmus Højlund to be fit for that encounter, meaning that the manager is planning for Rasmus Højlund to obviously rest for like 30 minutes, to rest like for 70 minutes this game of football, and he comes on to play like 20-30 minutes. Then Brighton he will start, and then the game of Chelsea, the game of Man City, he will start in the FA Cup finale. That is it. Then Newcastle, they're having Dubravka, Kylian Trippier, Anthony Gordon, Ishak, Kraft, Hall, Murphy, Anderson, Ban, Longstaff, and Bruno Guimaraes. Then the substitutes: Nick Pope, Fabian Schär, Recht Barnes, White, Murphy, Almiron, Joelinton, and Dumet. That is the starting 11 for the side of Newcastle as they come into this game of football. So that's how everything is really looking like for the club of Man United, and I tell you, Man United should win this game of football. If you're going to play a Newcastle side at Old Trafford, all you need to do is you should really win your game and really see to it that at least we capture 6 out of the remaining 6 in the Premier League. I'm talking about points. Then Onana, the system is 4-2-3-1. Onana is in goal. Bissaka is going to be played as a right back into this game of football. Then Diego Dalot, left back. Casemiro in the central defense, and John Evans into the central defense. So the manager is like, I'm sticking with my back for the round ahead to play against Arsenal. But Casemiro needs obviously not down tools or really switch off, because when you're playing against Arsenal, we had a very good game and Casemiro had a very beautiful display, but that only second he switched off and played Kai Havertz online, went ahead to cost Man United the game. You can all agree with me. That's the moment Kai Havertz online. That's the moment we lost the game. Then Kobe Mainoo and Sofiane Amrabat. I'm really excited about Sofiane Amrabat getting into this team of football, because you really understand that they have to obviously come in through and really shield that back four, and that energy and intensity was really huge. Then I'm excited to see it that Amad Diallo gets into the starting 11 again for the very first time, he has gone ahead to start a game of Man United in a second game consecutively under Erik ten Hag, and that shows you how much he has gone ahead to prove to him that I'm the right man to be playing to this position. And for everyone who's going to be watching this game of football, put your eyes onto Amad Diallo, because he's really a different kind of player altogether, and I really love what he's going to obviously portray onto the field of play. And we're a little bit worried about his injury when he really went off, and it was like a knock, but he said he's okay, and the manager told us that he's gonna feature. And today I was excited to see him arrive at Old Trafford, and the moment I saw him arrive at Old Trafford, I was like, he's into the starting 11, because no player offers what Amad Diallo offers to the club of Man United, I tell you. And today we've been at a certain live on TikTok, and I was so surprised that people think that people have a thought that Anthony is better than Amad Diallo. All what we've been craving for, all what we've been calling for, guess who has gone ahead obviously offer that to us? It has been none other than Amad Diallo. In that game of Arsenal, he got his start, and for a player who hasn't gone ahead to be starting, to obviously be given a game of football to start into that ilk, shows you exactly how good he is. And dislodging Anthony, the coach's favorite, shows you that Amad Diallo has gone ahead to show a lot of potential in the training sessions, and all that has just had lots and lots of results for the club of Man United. And I tell you what, that is what you would call a very huge call coming in from the manager. And it shows you that it's a wake-up call to Anthony, because things that Amad does are things that you would love to see your right attacking midfielder do. Hold that game of football, finding yourself in a position of really keeping it tight at the back, and obviously trying to put in a shift. So that is what United is all about. And Amad Diallo gives us a very heavy ball orientation, and I tell you what, you cannot really downplay his efforts. Then Alejandro Garnacho on the left. When you're playing against Arsenal, he was very, very, very selfish. Very, very, very selfish. And you obviously understand that it's really gonna be different this time around, because he should put in a different shift altogether. You don't want to see him going in for those selfish efforts like he did when Manchester United was really playing against Arsenal. He ran into better positions, but he couldn't obviously come out to make a decision. And this time around, I want his end product to his game to look better, because he's really gonna get balls like he did when you're playing against Arsenal. But what is he gonna use those balls for is gonna be the hugest point and look at into this game of football. Can he really transform from the player he was at Arsenal, who was getting those balls and obviously being wasteful, to a player who was really putting in a very good shift in there for you? Scott McTominay, central attacking midfielder. Scott McTominay has come in through to obviously put in that performance, and we all know that he's a mechanic of a player, and he's one of those that you can really look at and really ask yourself that is this how weak United is, that they don't have a number 10, because Mason Mount would have gone ahead to come through and really play in that position, really found himself injured and is out of contention into this beautiful game of football. Then Bruno Fernandes played as a false number 9, a player that's going to hit to miss out on the game of Brentford. He missed out on the game of Chelsea, and he returns. And he returns into this game of football to lead the line. And it's going to be a little bit tricky for the club of Manchester United, because they are a side that doesn't really create very many chances, and I don't know how Bruno Fernandes is going to be fed in to see to it that he becomes very effective. And if at all I was the manager, I would have gone ahead to play Scott McTominay as a number 9, and then Bruno Fernandes behind him. But I think because Bruno has to come out and be look for the ball, sometimes you'll find Scott McTominay leading that line at most occasions. So that is it that we've gone ahead to get in through from the side of Manchester United. We go to Newcastle. Dubravka in goal, Kylian Trippier right back, Hull left back, Ban and Craith into the central defense, and this is where we should obviously find ourselves in a position of really exploring this defense, because if you cannot explore this defense, then you are not that side that should obviously win this game of football, shouldn't be in the Premier League, I tell you. But for a team that is in the Premier League, you have to obviously utilize this chance of Botman and Fabian Schär out to really stabilize the economy or the situation. Then Bruno Guimaraes, Longstaff and Anderson, yeah, good midfield, because they put in a lot of energy. They put in a lot of shift. Then right forward, Jay Murphy, left forward, Anthony Gordon, and center forward, it is Alexandra Isak, the top scorer for the team of Arsenal. So that is the starting 11 that both managers have gone ahead to obviously bring on, and wait to see what situation is going to be like at the stadium of Old Trafford. Then I'm having Sharif Mwanga. Manchester United is going to win. All right, thank you. In there for you. And guys, I think